There's a new peach in town, and this one has a pet. You all better watch out, honey. The new goddamn breakout star for the Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be Chris, honey. You bitches better watch out. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Thank you guys for clicking on the video. This is the 13th episode of season 8 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Baby, when I tell you they set Miss Kim Fields' husband loose on this goddamn episode, and he was carrying on. Oh, we'll get to Chris and his peach in a minute, honey. Okay, let's just start here. Cynthia and Peter are actually packing. They were packing to get their stuff together to go to this trip to Jamaica. They're going to Jamaica to film this video. The commercial, actually, not a video, it's a commercial. And things are just still all up in the air. Cynthia ain't talked to Kenya at all, but she's made a decision that she's actually going to go with Kim. So I said, oh, geez, this is going to be a fucking mess. Now, they're going to throw on top of that, Nene and Greg is coming, and don't nobody know. I said, oh, Lord, this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a mess. Nene and Greg is coming. Fine, no problem, whatever. They go ahead, get everything going. Kim decided to take her kids. Tell me why she decided to take her kids to this trip to Jamaica. I just didn't get it. And it was so awkward when they got to Jamaica and they're on the bus. Of course, they're having all of this adult conversation, and these kids are just sitting there, and I'm like, this is horrible. Horrible. And Phaedra and Portia, they just talking just like the kid wasn't there, talking about Phaedra having dirty pussy thumbs, and Portia don't want to have Phaedra's thumbs in her mouth. And I mean, it was some shit. And then Sheree shows up with Bob Whitfield. I said, oh, what is going on? And she done brought the ogre with her. I said, oh my, it was a mess. So I said, it's all going down, honey. Everybody's going to make a little love connection. Kenya done brought that damn Matt. I was like, oh, yeah, Kenya, do it, bitch. We like Matt. Matt's all right. So she done took Matt with her. So she was feeling her puss. She was just evil in general. I didn't understand it. Girl, you got all of this. What is he, 7? He looked like he's 7 goddamn foot. You know, and he all over. I don't understand why she was so motherfucking bitter, because she was bitter the whole goddamn trip. But anyway, Bob and Sheree have their whole little thing going on, and Sheree's actually trying to play this game like she's not into Bob, and that Bob's trying to get back with her. But Bob was steadily filling her up and filling on her butt and carrying on, getting up on the bus and all this kind of carrying on. I said, right. So while they're on the bus is when it comes out that Cynthia decided to go with Kim as opposed to Kenya and Kim together. Phaedra is the one that actually brought it up. Like, okay, troublemaking ass motherfucking Phaedra with your ridiculous ass. So she ended up bringing that up. You could tell there was like it was like a pink elephant that was just let loose on the bus, and it was thick. The atmosphere was thick. I said, that's not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. Chris is sitting in the back. We keep getting like little camera shots of Chris. I said, what's going on? And then Chris looked a little raggedy, man. A little raggedy. Wasn't a good look. He looked like he just didn't get freshened up. He has a look. I don't think he's not ugly. He's not an overly attractive man. But with work, he could look like something, because I've seen promo shots of him from, I guess they were his acting promos or whatever, and he doesn't look as bad, but he just looked a little unkept to me. And I was like, well, yeah, he needs to be kept up. and his looks are better when he's kept up. So I just kept looking at him, but they was panning back there, and I said he looked like he get ready to do some clowning. Sure enough, he did. So we get to Jamaica, everything's good. The very first thing we see, Cynthia has a sit down with Kim and Kenya. Cynthia has it in her mind. She says, I've decided to go with what I got going on with um, Kim. And what I'll do is I'll just have um, Kenya be an actor or an actress in the program. Well, Kenya wasn't really feeling that. And I can't say that I actually blame her. So she kind of was going back and forth, but she wasn't being professional about it. She was actually really being a bitch about it. She just took the whole bitchy role from the door, doing the Kenya that we know. All of that extra Kenya. So she went on and on. They're having this little sit down, and Kenya's just acting a fool. The whole time she's acting a fool. And she's being just as insulting to Kim. She's just coming for Kim and letting Kim have it. Yes, really, Tootie Kim Fields. Oh, Mrs. Garrett didn't teach you how to talk. No, she asked her, did Mrs. Garrett teach you how to talk that way? And she just was taunting Kim and taunting Kim and taunting Kim. And then I said, I told y'all last week we was going to get to see the real Kim, baby. Kim gave very much, I don't stoop to those levels, and I won't. And Kim was getting right back nasty. And then Kenya did the same thing she did, like the shit with Portia. She was going to lure her in. And I said, I see you, Kenya, bitch. I see you. I see exactly what you're doing. You're trying to lure Kim in. See, because it'll be different if Kim jump on you and knock your motherfucking head off, because Kim do have money. And you could sue Kim, and you could actually have something when you get done, other than getting your hair pulled and being embarrassed. If she sue Kim, she can come out with a purse full of money. And she was going there. She went all the way there. She's standing up. She's talking shit. Then she goes over there and will say, let me help you with your chair. And go pull Kim's chair. Now, me personally, when she did that, I'd have slapped Kenya. Right? As soon as I'd have slapped Kenya. Because they didn't have enough run-ins for you, bitch, not to be coming nowhere near my person. I'd have slapped Kenya. I said, Kenya, you doing the most. And Cynthia was literally mortified. You could just see it, like she was mortified. The situation was totally out of hand, and she couldn't reel it back in. And Portia had made a comment about the flip-flop and shit. She was right. We did see the flip-flopping shit, Cynthia. You was flip-flopping around this time, bitch. Given all of this, she did basically act like her and Kenya ain't really friends, because that ain't what Nene wants. So she basically, in my opinion, selling Kenya down the road for her friendship with Nene. She don't even want to have it be approached that she is friends with Kenya, but you were happy with your friendship with Kenya. Shady boots. Shady boots, Cynthia. But anyway, so that was that. That all went on. I was like, all right, whatever. Kim ended up getting up, and Kim was cussing and fussing and carrying on, and she better go ahead with that bullshit. And this, I said, oh, no, not Tootie, baby. She did, oh, yeah. Kim was getting down with the bad words, honey. And she's telling her husband what's going on. And this time, I didn't like, Chris is sitting in there, and he's listening to Kim, and Kim's having her moment. He took her moment right off of her. Did y'all notice? He said, bitch, it's over. Now it's my turn. She was in there talking her shit, and this was like Kim's good camera moment where you could win us messy ones over, honey. He cut it right off and told her, they baited you, and you let them. This, that. He literally broke her all the way down and shamed her for how she was actually reacting. And then turned his queen on, honey, and was given, they done made me mad. Now, I said, did I miss something? You just went and told her basically she was ridiculous for letting them get her all upset. But now at the same time, now you all upset. They gonna make me come up out of my shot. I said, "Oh, Chris, what is all this, honey?" And I said, "Child, they done made Sweet Bottoms mad, honey." All right, so I'm laughing at his ass. It was a mess. So they went on. That was that. Kim actually did calm down. She's basically laughing at him with his ridiculous ass. So she's laughing at him, but she don't even realize with that dumbass hair she had. Her hair looked a fucking mess. How many shades of blonde was it? It was 50 shades. 50 shades of blonde, honey. It was a fucking mess. She didn't even pay attention to the fact that he was taking her spotlight. She was so busy talking her shit. He's going to steal your peach, honey. He may not put your panties on to let us see it, but he's going to steal your peach. He's much more entertaining than you. But anyway, he went on. I just couldn't get it. And she retreated. She started crying and everything. And then they moved on. Then she was laughing. And they were back on track. Cynthia ends up talking to Nene. And now you got this whole thing where, oh, Nene, they're going to put Nene down with everything. So I'll just put Nene into the fascist scene as opposed to Kenya. And whenever that actually came up, they went to this little dinner, and they came down. Everybody sees Nene and Greg, and it didn't come across too messy. I mean, they gave, people were giving their side eye, like, child, what the fuck are they doing here? That old thing. But it actually was nice. Like when you seen them, it looked like they were actually they faked it real good. The energy was good around the table. Like everybody, like Nene really came in, like she was so happy to see everybody, and it was really smooth. And like Portia said, look, we all been to defenses and we're all here together. And it was really, really cute. They were all there together and everybody seemed really happy except for Kenya and Kim. So then they like started going at it a little bit at the table because Peter had his peach up front, and Peter was like, so what's the problem with you two? Let's get this one out of the way. This, that, and the other. Kenya was giving very much a child, fuck this shit. It ain't gonna work. I ain't really feeling it, and the hell with it. So Peter basically, I ain't going back and through all that bullshit that they was doing, but Peter was shady, the motherfucker. He was pretty much like, well, fuck it, bitch, go on about your business. And you could see on Matt's face, he didn't really care for that, but he didn't know, I think he didn't know exactly what moves would be proper for him to take. But I don't think Matt really cared for the way that Peter spoke to Kenya. And it was a little harsh. It was a little harsh. Kenya was acting a little bit extra, though. Kenya was really, really extra and aggravating. And if she felt that way, she just went home or something. But yeah, Peter, Uncle Ben kind of got Kenya together to the point Kenya ended up getting up leaving. Her and Matt actually left. She was just determined to be miserable and evil. And everybody else, once she left, everybody was having a good time. I said, oh, wow, that's kind of fucked up. But they always having a good time. And then Kenya, I laugh when Kenya wants to say, So Cynthia wants to put Nene in a fashion and beauty spot. Good luck with that. I said, Kenya's a bitch. She really is. But wait a minute. Go back for a minute. Let's rewind. When they had the scene, I said, fuck you, Bravo. They did a shitty ass job. The whole little situation with Kim, Kenya, and Cynthia, when they started talking, it was daylight. Then something was said, and it was literally pitch black. It was nighttime. Then it went back, and it was dusk. And then it went back to nighttime. I was like, y'all fucked that up. That was a mess. That was a hot mess because dusk and nighttime looked totally different in the island. It was dark as a motherfucker. And you could actually see the sun going down on the one shot. That was a mess. So, they twisted that scene all up. And also, if you paid attention, Kenya was looking really like her beat was fresh when they first started arguing. Child, by the time they got done arguing, honey, her makeup, she had beads of sweat all over her face, honey, and it was going to turn back into fashion 220, honey. I said, child, it's just a mess, that goddamn Bravo. But anyway, moving back forward. Okay, So they end up going, they're going to go out the next day. So we're like moving on. Now we actually see they're supposed to be going over to another island and party for the next day. And then Peter drops another surprise, and this was really cute too. Somebody that I don't really care that much for, but Mallory. He surprised Cynthia with Mallory, and Mal shows up. So that was cute to see that. Cynthia had this badass sundress, long maxi dress. It was short. Yeah, that Cynthia was ragging the whole time she was there. She had this cute white crocheted outfit on the night before. The motherfucker Cynthia was letting them have it. We see Mal, so Mallory's there. Sheree's ass that stirred the pot. Sheree went to oh yeah, because there was a whole big conversation about Cynthia and Kenya being BFFs. And Nene was saying, no, fuck no, they're not, you know. And Cynthia backpedaled way back. And that's when all the shit came up about, you know, how she was backpedaling and twisting and you know how she does. So Sheree took her ass to Nene first, talked to her. Then she took her ass to Kenya and talked to Kenya. Said, girl, what kind of friends is you and Cynthia? Because, see, she's kind of acting like y'all are not BFFs. Stirred the pot, honey. Stirred the pot. So Kenya's like, I'm going to go and talk to Cynthia. I was like, oh, shit. So they literally went, and she went to talk to Cynthia, and Cynthia wasn't backing down from it too much. She was giving, you know, well, I wouldn't say BFFs. I mean, we're friends and we're building our relationship, this, that, and the other, and that shit ain't going over good at all. It's like the Clash of the Titans. Cynthia ain't really buying in, and Kenya's giving, bitch, you trying to shade me, bitch, and I see you. And that's kind of where we ended out at, and we're going to, you know, there'll be some more into it next week. But when they were at that goddamn table the night before, let me do this and then I'll finish up talking about Chris. One thing that I did see while they were on the beach waiting to get ready to go, bathing suits, Portia and Phaedra. Phaedra, I don't know what you're doing with these fashions. First of all, your weave was all fucked up in the beginning. Her and Portia going back and forth about trying to make this hair fluff up. It's not going to fluff up because you don't have enough of it in there, bitch. You're like less a bag and a half. You need another bag and a half of hair to get what you're trying to get. You were cheap. You done bought that $200-300 hair and you only bought you a bag and a half, bitch, and you knew the hairdo took 3 bags. It looked shitty. It was a shitty mess. And Portia got her flipping her head down like a white girl and flipping it back, and it wasn't getting no bigger. It looked just as ratty and raggy, real cheap. It looked a mess. Then she fucked up and put that bathing suit on. She turned to the side, and if that bitch didn't have, and there was no other better word to say, a gut. Her motherfucking gut was laying over there in her lap. I said, Phaedra, bitch, you know you are out of order. You are out of order. You were 5 chicken wings past needing that bathing suit on, and then gonna take a side shot. She looked like a box of Cheerios on the side. It was a fucking mess. Anyway, okay, let's finish up. Let me talk about Chris and this peach. So Chris, at the table, was just going on and he was telling about why Kenya was having a problem with Tootie. And he was giving, you know, she feels pushed out and she this, that, and the other. And he was steady going. He ain't even clocking it, child. When motherfucking Nene gonna say, read, child. I said, oh, Lord. But he really was reading. He was reading Kenya Dust. I said, child, he don't shut up. And Kim's over there looking simple. I said, girl, this is the time to tell your man to pull back, honey. Pull back. Pull back. He had took the spotlight, period. He is so much more entertaining than Kim. I mean, just entertaining. Then they're like, Fuck all that, honey. Let's party. Next thing you know, we see him over there twerking a little bit. I said, child, y'all been hanging with the wrong motherfucker. We should have been hanging with that motherfucking Chris. Chris is going to be the new breakout star. Now, I don't know if next season we're going to get Kim. Chris. We will definitely get Chris. Chris might actually be right on in the beginning of the program giving this, honey. A mess. A mess. I said, Sweet Bottoms, you better go ahead on and do it. God damn it. I enjoyed his ass this evening. I really did. But Kenya really got on my nerves today. She was really doing the most. Can you say team way too motherfucking much? Yes, Kenya. I don't know why you were so evil. Girl, go on back up in that room and fuck all of that man and calm down. Simmer down. Child, that Matt. Or maybe, you know, that might have been it. We might just not know it. Kenya might have just been being evil so she could dash out and get the fuck on up from that table and go fuck. I don't know. Sound like that might have been a good plan. I don't know, Kenya. I'm gonna have to check that out and see. But yeah, that might be what she was doing. But anyway, all right, y'all. Y'all know how this goes. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know how it works. And I will see you guys next week. All right, y'all. Bye.